Yeah, it's me, the master of the Tornado DDT, Fuego Del Sol, and you are watching and listening to the 3 Count Podcast.
I knew that she raised one. All of your hate won't change none.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Chaz Evans, and guess what? If you've been with us for the past 2 times we tried to do this, we're gonna do it again because it's that awesome. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chaz Evans, and you are listening to the season premiere of the 3 Count Podcast. Introducing first, y'all know who it is. This is the Red Dog of Red Dogs. He's the landlord of the dog pound. It's Cliff, y'all. I don't do shit. I just talk shit. There he is.
It's the Air Force veteran intel specialist, the one they call Red Dog, and I'm excited that this is the 3rd time we've tried this, and it's finally taken off.
God damn it. And introducing next, man, yo, he deserves every award that you can throw at him. He's from Studio 22, Jeremy Showtime Grimes.
I'm happy to be here for everyone except for one.
Dude, that's like your wrestling skills. It's horrible.
Oh.
Whoa. We've already started. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Haven't even got through the intros yet, and we're already throwing shots. But introducing next, he's Anthony. He's Lou the franchise. He's the host of Return to the Ring. Go check that show out.
We are back.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
Cool. Introducing next.
So happy that we are all back. Jeremy is just okay. And Chaz, you're our host. So let's go.
Anyway, introducing next. Listen, he's the champ of all champions. It's the swole one himself, Chris Idol.
The first 2 times I was happy to be here. Now, not so much.
And introducing next, he's the motherfucking supervillain, Damien Fatale, the Dark Lord.
I fucking hate you guys. Just to let y'all know, fucking really 3 times, and always on my intro.
I have no control over that technology.
Fucking bullshit.
You're right. And last but certainly not the least, and I have to do this one because I didn't get to do it yet, the ace of the 3 Count Podcast, my sister, Angel Ace Kellum. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here. I'm like everybody else.
Hey, she's a good replacement for Josh. Let's go. No.
Listen, don't let Josh hear you say that.
I know, right?
I'll tell Josh myself.
I was like, why, Josh here?
You're right. Josh isn't here. So that sucks to be him. But alrighty. So we tried this like 2 other times. It didn't work. So we're back. We're doing this the old-fashioned way like we used to do it. And here we go. So you know how we do. It's the season 2 premiere of the 3 Count Podcast debate show. Thank you for all of those who are watching us live on Facebook right now. We appreciate you. We appreciate you through our technical difficulties. So thank you for sticking with us and tuning in. For our podcast listeners, we know you missed us, but you probably haven't missed us too much because you've been keeping up with all the content we've been putting out. So Now Into the Ring has still been producing content. We also have a whole nother show out called Returning to the Ring, Anthony's show. So definitely check that out. We had Big Trouble Ben Bishop on not too long ago. So definitely tune in for that.
Tune in this Wednesday for Zach Rain.
You're right. This Wednesday, Zach Rain. For Return to the Ring. Also this week for for Now Entering the Ring. Some episodes that are coming out. We got Larry Legend, Diana Michelle, Eric Ekton, just to name a few. So if you know any of those people, check them out. Check these interviews out. Interviews always popping every other day. So you don't want to miss none of that awesome knowledge that we drop on Now Entering the Ring. Also, check out our website. 3 Count's got a website if you didn't know already. Check out the website, 3countpodcast.com. There you can find all our recent videos. You can find our bios. You can get our merch there. What else? I mean, there's a lot of shit on there, actually. So you might as well just go check it out and find out for yourself. So 3countpodcast.com. Check out our website. Also, we have a pro wrestling t-shop. So go get yourself a 3 Count t-shirt like Lou got one on. Cliff has one on. I don't think anybody else has one on. I don't have one. I got a about that, living that podcaster life shirt on. But go get yourself a 3 Count Podcast t-shirt from Pro Wrestling Tees, guys. Definitely support us. If you buy more shirts, we can give you more designs. So if you want more designs, buy more shirts. Simple as that. Also giving you an announcement also is our February theme. Yes, theme for February. February is Black History Month, even though we don't really deserve the shortest month of the year, but we got it, so we're gonna celebrate it. But February is Black History Month, so we will be highlighting African American wrestlers throughout the month of February. So whether it's now Into the Ring or Return to the Ring, we're gonna be spotlighting on African American wrestlers. So definitely tune in for that throughout the month of February. Cliff, I think you have something that you have to do.
That I have to do.
I think so.
I feel like we may have brought on a new member. She currently her camera's off, so no one can see her, and her microphone is muted because she's doing her thing. Oh, suddenly there she is. Look who it is. Oh, it's the Ace. She's here. So Angel, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
We have. Normally, when we bring on our guests for now entering the ring, we have our 10 count questions. But for you, we're just going to do the 5-hitter quitter. The 5 of doom. The 5 questions of doom is what you're going to get. So it's whatever thought comes to mind when we ask you the first question, and then we're going to go from there, all right?
All right.
So here we go. Chaz, put the imaginary timer on, please. And here we go. SmackDown or Raw?
Raw.
Batman or Superman?
Superman.
Favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Grease. Mason.
Favorite wrestler?
It's Cody.
It's Cody.
Oh, it's Chaz. It's Chaz. It's Cody.
And then last but not least, my favorite question to ask every single person ever. Favorite curse word? And there she is, folks. You guys will be seeing her. She'll be popping on a lot of our interviews. You guys will see her on the debate show. Whenever she pops up, you guys welcome her on our show.
And my nephew Mason.
Yay!
You're definitely gonna hear Mason. I can't help it. He just invades.
But awesome. Like I said, welcome Angel to the show. So let's get right down to business, guys. 3 Count Podcast returns. It's now time for the Wednesday Night War Rundown.
Boo!
That's right, sound effects.
What the fuck? We have a sound effects machine now?
Yes, we do.
What happened in the past month that we've been gone?
Hold on a second.
A lot.
So we pulled up sound effects machine, but you can't pay your damn employees.
I know, right?
Don't
Where's my
like this shit.
Like I said,
You'll pay
Christmas.
the ones that aren't just okay.
But
Baby
Jeremy,
steps, man. Baby steps.
You want pay? You want to get paid? Is that what you really want?
You're paid with love and affection.
Not even that. This is what I feel about that. Anyway,
I hate this.
moving on to the Wednesday Night War
Bought some from Five Below.
All right, here we go. So it's you know how every week Wednesday night AEW goes head to head with WWE's NXT. So let's give you the numbers. All right, AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite came in with 762,000 viewers, which is up from last week's 662,000 viewers. The 18 to 49 demographic was a 0.30, so that was 31st overall, which is up from 0.25, and that was the 48th overall last week. Now, when we flip to USA Network, NXT brought in 551,000 viewers, which is down from last week's 641,000. The 18 to 49 demographic was a 0.14, which was 70th overall, which was down from their 0.6, which was 68th overall last week. So you got to think about it. This past week is another Wednesday that for the most part was dominated by the news. with everything that's going on in the world, and then in this crazy ass country, the news was kind of dominated Wednesday night. So we didn't see a lot of people watching wrestling. Most people were watching the news. So like we do every week, what show you enjoyed the most? We know the order: Cliff, Idol, Jeremy, Lou, Damien, Angel, in that order.
I think for me, the show I enjoyed the most was Dynamite.
I will never in my life watch Dynamite. So, NXT.
Jeremy?
Kyle O'Reilly. Simple as that. Darby Allin beating Brian Cage, that's garbage. So, NXT.
Lou?
I ended last year on a 3-week of NXT, was putting out more content, better stuff. But AEW took it from me this week. It wasn't just okay.
Okay. All right. Damien?
Fuck Planned Parenthood. Let's get that out the way first. And NXT all the way.
Angel?
Kyle O'Reilly. Have to agree with Jeremy.
It's on my turn. It's Lou's.
No, Lou already went. It's your turn.
Get your
Oh
turn.
shoot! All right. Well, mine is AEW.
All right. So I enjoyed both shows. That's actually for the first time in a long time. I enjoyed both shows, but I will say I did enjoy NXT more. Like I said, Kyle O'Reilly is a fucking beast. It's Kyle O'Reilly. Xia Li, that's like literally my low-key, my new favorite women's wrestler underneath Britt Baker, because I love the doctor. But yeah, NXT takes it for me this week. So, but yeah, that is the Wednesday Night War rundown. We'll be back next week with another Wednesday Night War rundown. We'll see who wins the ratings war, which will be probably AEW, because it's still the new shiny toy.
I know. Fuck Planned Parenthood.
Anyway, let's get on to our first debate topic. All right. So Lita did an interview probably, I think it was this week, if not last week. And she was talking about the live sex celebration that she did with Edge during the Edge and Cena feud. Now, when she was, peeling back the curtain on that specific segment, she had told us that one, she was totally against doing the segment, and she was trying to not do it. She even Edge and Cena both were trying to get them to change the segment and not do it. But when Vince likes his shit and he thinks it's good shit, Vince made sure that it went on. She also stated that this was part of the reason why she decided to leave when her contract expired, and that she was buried on the way out. So, with that being said, our thoughts on that. Do you think it is right that Vince did the shit that he does? Kind of already know what's the deal is, but let's start with you, Cliff. Then we'll go with Idol. Then we'll go with Damien. Then Jeremy. Then Lou. Then Angel. Then I'll tag in on at the end.
Yeah, I'm totally I'm not flabbergasted that the old man did this. Just not. It's just not. It seems to be a trend that happens that we've been reading about, like more and more stories that are coming out. But I'm 100% I'm with Lita on this. It's some shit thing that happened, and even if it was one of the highest rated segments, it's just a shitty thing to see happen to her. So yeah, for me, I'm just kind of against it.
See, my thing about this isn't new information. She's talked about this before. I'm not sure why it's gaining traction now, but she's actually talked about it on WWE programming, that she was against it. And Ed just talked about it too. Yeah, I mean, it's his fucking show and his employees, so that's what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do. Can't talk him out of it. You can't talk him out of it. You can try, but if the old man says, this is what we're doing, that's what we're doing. Part of what you sign up for.
I got this. They're not employees. They're independent contractors.
Okay, they take his money. He signs their check.
Chaz, That changes whenever they sign a contract. They are Vince's property at that point because
Basically,
Vince
you know
owns
what
the WWE, which
Yeah.
employs them. They are no longer
Yeah,
private
forever how long
contractors.
they're contracted,
Independent
they're
wrestlers would
his.
be private contract. So, Chaz, just take that in consideration. I know you're new to the whole independent thing, so you want to throw that private contractor word around and everything. That's cool, but Chris Idol's been here for years. That's all.
So yeah, you know, if you're gonna take the man's money, you do what the man tells you to do.
It's shitty. Not surprising. Vince McMahon's a pile of shit in my books. But when your boss tells you what to do, you better do it if you want to get paid.
Well, you know, Lou, it's funny you say that because the boss had you going second to last, but here you jump in front of me and Damien to start talking. So that's hilarious. Damien, I believe it's your turn. Then my turn, and then Lou, if you still have whatever the hell you want to say about.
Can you mute this okay wrestler?
So go ahead, Damien. It's your turn.
You are
Can someone mute this guy, please? It's Damien's turn.
Jeremy, I appreciate it. Lou, hush your hole, please. Thank you.
Hey.
All right.
Sorry, Devil.
Hey. I'm talking. Grown folks are talking, son. Calm down.
Yes.
All right. Look, I'm kind of split in between it because, as Idol said, this is not old news. Like, you know, I've heard her story and her side of this. And yeah, it does suck. Because as a person, not just a woman, but as a person to try to basically say, oh, no, you're doing this. And it's either A, you walk out, or B, you do your job. I can get that torn feeling and that feeling like, you know, this is against my moral code. But at the end of the day, that's what you signed up for. You signed that contract. Like, you're taking the money. So it's either you do your job or you stick to your moral high ground and you just fucking dip out. She made the choice. She made the choice to stay until her contract was up instead of saying, hey, I'm not doing this, I'm out. And just take whatever consequences. So at the end of the day, it was the choice that she decided to make to continue to do it. So therefore, I don't understand why anybody's up in arms because it was done already. She did it. Obviously, she agreed to it. It is what the fuck it is. Everybody needs to stop being so fucking sensitive.
Thank you. Which brings me to my point. Hershey, PA, in front of a live crowd. Lita goes out there, half naked, with Edge, who both have gone on the record saying they're uncomfortable about it. If you're so uncomfortable, at that time we had Impact still. We didn't have AEW or anything like that, but Impact would have signed Lita in a heartbeat. Let alone the fact that she not only did it, finished her contract, but now has made multiple appearances back on a company that did this to her. So where do your morals lie there? So I am completely with the movement of if you don't want to do it, don't do it. You know, your morals should be higher than anything else. I stopped working for a company because the owner was a shitbag. We're not going to name any names, but you put pieces together. But Maryland, by the way. Anyway, if you were that salty about it that you want to bring it up all these years later, why did you come back and do another match for the WWE? Why did you come back and do guest appearances? You know, you could go somewhere else and do guest appearances. Obviously, because money talks. So at the end of the day, whether she felt uncomfortable or not, she decided to do it because it paid her bills. It would have been a breach of contract if she wanted to do it, but guess what? She would have been free. She wouldn't have had to been exposed on national television. And I feel for Lita. I absolutely do. Until she decided to come back and do the Hall of Fame ceremony, to have matches after that, to be on Raw again, where we know Vince is sitting right back at Gorilla. If someone makes you feel that uncomfortable, you're not going to keep going back to that place. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel.
Ace.
I definitely
Okay,
want to hear
so-
her opinion.
Yeah, I disagree with a lot of Vince's choices, but as was stated, you sign a contract. A contract is a contract. You agree or you break the contract. Yeah, no. Me personally, I'm not for it. I'm not for a lot of Vince's things. So as I see, but I love wrestling. They made the choice. They knew what they were getting into. Vince has been Vince this entire time. So, him pulling out all of his reckless stunts is reckless, but not surprising because it's Vince. So they knew what they were doing.
So here's my take on this. All right, I have to. I'm on the fence because I agree with what we're saying. Like, when you sign that WWE contract, like Jamie has said, you're Vince's property at this point. What Daddy Vince says, that's what goes. So I get that to a certain extent. Now, I feel as if Lita should have had she should have stand firm on her decision on that she was uncomfortable. And she should have been like, I'm not going to do it. Now, agree with Idol on the standpoint where we're saying, okay, I don't know why this is getting traction now. But the thing is this. We got to remember the time period. This is 2006, right? I want to say this was 06 that this happened. This was 06. Things were a lot different in 06 than it is now. That would never fly on WWE TV now.
Of course not.
Not even the thought. If someone was sitting in the writer's room, Vince would probably be like, ha, good shit.
Yeah.
10 years ago, buddy.
He'd shoot it down immediately.
Right.
Real quick.
2021, he'd probably be like, get out of here. We don't do that anymore.
Exactly. And but see, you also have to remember though, like you said, is the different time and shit was a lot more edgier and people were less.
He said anymore.
Yep.
No, and then think about it. Then on top of that, think about Edge's character at the time.
Exactly. Rated R. It made sense.
Right. And that's the thing. All of it made sense. It wouldn't let's just say, for example, let's just use Seth Rollins for an example. You wouldn't see Seth Rollins doing a live sex celebration. It just doesn't any gimmick that he was doing. Whether it's Father Rollins, whether it's Kingslayer, it never fit. But it fit for Edge's character. And what we gotta remember is that the storytellers, they tell stories.
Yeah.
So while is it right for Vince to do? No, but it's Vince's company. And if that's what he wants to do further along, whatever story that he's trying to portray, tough cookies. That's just.
It got her into the Hall of Fame, didn't it?
Exactly. And then, like we were saying, she came back. She did matches. She did commentary for the Mae Young Classic.
Yep.
So it's not like if she was really uncomfortable, then she would like Jamie has said, she would have went to Impact. She would have went to Impact.
Off jump. She would have left off jump.
Yeah, she's just speaking out because it's no longer acceptable. Like I said, you know what you're getting yourself into.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't feel sympathy as far as for Lita now, but I understand why she would feel the way she feels. But
just so we put it out there, we're not Lita didn't say it as what is it?
I'm speaking out.
It wasn't a speaking out of way. I think someone just asked her about that segment and she gave her thoughts from that time. She didn't say it in an incriminating way.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Make sure we put that out there. She wasn't trying to stir a pot.
Yeah, exactly. She was just saying, hey, this is how I felt at that time.
Yeah.
And I get that. I could totally understand that. It's like, oh yeah, that's like if Justin says, yeah, I want you to have a live sex celebration in the middle of the ring. I'm like, what are you smoking on?
No, Daniel, this isn't 2012. If you caught me back then, we made.
Good, I'm happy. Because I'm just letting you know that's not in my contract.
Yeah, but you know what the funny part is though, is that I'm just curious what's in a WWE contract based in from mid 90s to early, let's just to current, right? Because I'm pretty sure somewhere in that contract it does not say and will be doing live sex sessions. Like, I'm just curious.
It
into, like,
says
No, it's
you will
probably-
do whatever I want. Signed, Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
I agree with Jeremy. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
You
it's
do
like
what the
it's-
fuck
yeah,
I
it's like
say.
it's something like that. Yeah, it's like, well, you are. If you sign this, you have to do what we write for your character to do.
I mean, it is their job. At the end of the day, it's their job.
It's like some stuff you can, make a fuss, you get it changed, as we've heard stories like that throughout the years. But that segment was it was so perfect for the time and for the character of Edge. We're trying to get Edge over as the sleaziest motherfucker in the company. Like, that was the premise.
Oh, and that was very sleazy.
And we're forgetting the fact that the whole segment had Lita cheating on Matt with Edge. So we already didn't like Lita. We thought she was a hoe.
Right.
That's true. Basically, being a hoe was her character during that time period when she was with Edge.
Exactly. So, Lou, thank you for joining us and getting off your cell phone, by the way.
Yeah, so to back up Jeremy, like, the live sex celebration wasn't out of character for either one of those characters.
I was
No,
looking
not
at
at all.
this whole Lita thing. Thank you, dickhead.
It wasn't like that's
You're-
another important.
All you say is things that are just okay. Sorry, Justin.
Nah, you good, Anthony.
No, he's not good because you were talking, and once again, he interrupted somebody else out of turn.
Why
Go
are
back
you
on your
interrupting him right
cell
now?
phone,
Why
play
are you
Candy
interrupting him
Crush
right now?
while the
Oh,
adults.
my God.
Interrupting
Here
right
we
now.
go.
You are just an okay wrestler and an okay mic talker.
But on the flip side, I totally get why Lita was uncomfortable, why Edge was uncomfortable, and I think if I was in their shoes, it would have took a lot of convincing to get me to do it as well. But
Oh, a lot of zeros. A lot of zeros. I'm trying to tell you.
Yo, I'm so glad that we're gonna be open about this. That we are literally saying, for the right amount of zeros, we would do whatever is being asked.
Oh, fuck yeah. I know.
I would have been like, Vince, you want me to do what? And then I'd have remembered, oh yeah, this is leading to a big match, the Royal Rumble, which means I get a huge.
Sign me up.
Right?
Where do I sign?
I mean,
Where do I
dude,
sign?
You want my dick to swing? I mean, I'll show dick on live television.
You know what? That's another good point. Let's not forget, Lita got a nice bonus for that Royal Rumble match that she was a part of with Edge and Cena. That came a couple weeks later. So let's not forget that either. Let's not pretend she didn't make a nice chunk of change off of that segment.
Exactly.
Let's not forget that either.
All right. It's nice to know that the majority of us here would drop their draws on, national TV for the right.
Jazz.
Yes.
Telling me.
On television right
Yes.
now.
You gonna go home that night and you gonna look at your girlfriend, your wife, whatever. It's your wife, right?
Yeah, it'll be his wife's turn.
You go, honey, we are moving. I got a new house, a new car. All I gotta do is show some dick. Tell me you ain't gonna do it. And she gonna go, you better swing that shit, baby.
You better make balloon animals out of that bitch on live television.
I'm dead. All righty. And on that note, we're going to move on to the next segment.
Is it called How Many Zeros?
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
How many zeros will you sell your soul?
Is it I have the contract?
Wait. Are we selling our souls or are we just, sewing some cheeks? Because it makes a difference.
Yeah, she's right. It does.
And this is why we brought her on.
She's got a point.
I'm going to use that as a segue. So, the next topic, we're going to debate. Wow. Oh, man. Season two. AEW and Impact crossover. All right, cool. Here we go. So,
oh, fuck. Oh.
So,
woo. I want to go last.
You want to go last?
Yes.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay. You'll go last. All right. So let's give a brief synopsis. So, this last couple of weeks, AEW, well, actually, it was the start of when Winter is Coming. Kenny Omega, if you didn't catch up on the show of What Did I Miss? That's on YouTube and on our podcast. where we kind of, brought you on what's been going on. Kenny Omega's the AEW World Champion, guys, if you didn't know.
Fuck my life.
If you only, use us as your source of wrestling entertainment. And
Not your life, just him.
so,
What a rusty
Kenny Omega
fucking
is AEW World Champion. He had a whole big and he said that he was going to do his whole announcement with Don Callis on Impact, which is on Tuesday nights on Access TV, or if you have, Verizon, like some of us do, you don't have Access TV, so you watch it on Twitch. So, the AEW is going to be on, the World Champion is going to be on Impact. So I get that.
What are you talking about? Hold up, I get Impact. What are you talking about?
Oh wow, you get Impact, you get Access TV on Verizon?
Yes.
Wow, my mom doesn't.
You know why? Do you know me tell you why? Because I fucking
She doesn't have that plan.
And you know what? I'm getting ready to drop it because of, you know what? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Right, you said to go last. Let me get through. Let me get through the
All right, I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna mute myself.
All righty. So, the Impact. Lord, he threw me off. AEW World Champions on Impact. This past weekend, well, actually yesterday, Hard to Kill happened, and we had the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega versus Rich Swann, Moose, and not Alex Shelley.
Chris Sabin.
Can't think of the white guy's name. And we had the AEW Impact crossover. Now, the question is this crossover a win-win for both Impact and AEW? Jeremy wants to go first, so I'm gonna let Jeremy go first. So Jeremy will go first.
Angel's gonna go second.
Okay, that's fine. Then after we'll go Idol, Red Dog, Lou, then me, and then Damien.
Am I up?
Yeah, you're up, buddy.
I thought the whole point of this show was to get ratings. Why the hell are we talking about Kenny Omega's trash ass? He isn't part of the Bullet Club, never will be. The real Bullet Club's in New Japan, so why are we even talking about this trash? The best part of that match was Alex Shelley, and he didn't even get to wrestle. I'm done. I don't have anything else to say about Kenny Olivier. Nothing. Lou sucks, by the way.
All right.
You're trying to talk trash on Kenny Omega, but yet you're still a fucking F-rated wrestler.
Go ahead, Angel. It's you.
Okay, so basically, yeah, no, I pretty much agree. I don't like anything about it. I think it only benefits Impact. AEW has all of its, heat, steam, etc. for the crowd. They're just helping out Impact. I don't see the win for AEW because probably most of the people who watch Impact watch AEW anyway. So, also, those who don't know, I'm a fan of Moxley, so I like no parts. I'm done.
Hey, now, Cliff, wait a damn minute. My turn. Gosh, Anthony already in.
Yeah, that's what he thought. So I just hit him with the mute button because that's how we gonna roll.
I'm back.
Anyway, this is my turn. It's a very one-sided, I feel like, partnership. It benefits Impact way more than it does AEW. I feel like where the partnership could benefit AEW, they're not really focusing on it. They should be integrated in the women's division, the Impact women's division with AEW's sorry ass women's division. That's where the focus. That's where we should be doing stuff. That's where they need the help. I mean, I guess the Bullet Club stuff is cool for those that care. I am not one of those people.
Don't call it the Bullet Club.
Okay, all right. The Bullet Club rejects, whoever the hell they are, I don't know. The old guys that aren't Finn and AJ. I like if you're into that, I guess that's cool. I'm not into that. Just fuck all of them. But the partnership, yeah, it's a win for Impact. AEW doesn't really benefit other than the fact that they make themselves look like the good guys. What the heck? Oh,
That is Kenny Omega dressed as Princess Jasmine.
He
He's
is a princess. I agree.
He is trash. That is your AEW World Heavyweight Champion, by the way. What a good representation. What a good representation. I don't see Finn Balor dressing like that. I don't see Finn Balor dressing like that. I damn sure don't see any of the original Bullet Club members dressing like that.
yeah, Lou, that is
more than you.
champion.
That's sad.
Yo.
All right, Cliff, I'm done.
All right, well, I guess it's my turn.
Wow. we're just on the bump Josh day, right? We're just,
Yeah. So, this was definitely a very one-sided partnership. This was more kind of like helping Impact versus helping AEW. Kenny, is, regardless of what everybody wants to say, he's one of the biggest stars like on the planet. Like, people will pay attention to where Kenny goes. And if you were watching Twitch, if you're watching the Twitch channel for AEW or for Impact, you would have seen everybody was talking about it. When's Kenny going to be on a show? When's Kenny going to be on? They were talking about Kenny. That's what they wanted. So they were paying attention to Impact for Kenny. Now, with the pay-per-view, I don't know the numbers yet, but when they come out, I'm pretty sure we're going to see that was the big thing. Like, the biggest watch of the night was probably Kenny's match, like at the end of the night. So even though Impact had a great wrestling show, like up and down the card, it's going to be one of those things where we're going to be like, well, yeah. But I also have to agree too that where this partnership could have definitely benefited was the women's division, like having Impact, the Knockouts go in and run into Dynamite and vice versa. I think that's where this would have helped out a lot more. Because I kind of feel like the men's division is like already kind of like they've got all their stars already lined up, and their tag team division is on point. So I definitely think watching the Knockouts help out with the Dynamite women, I thought it would have been the best part of their partnership. So I have to go with that.
all right, Lou.
I'm with you guys on that. It doesn't help AEW at all. You have a show on Dark that you could bring wrestlers over to Dynamite for that segment. If that's the case, it doesn't help anything AEW. You need to build your brand. You need to grow. Shut the fuck up, Jeremy. You're an okay wrestler. And it helps Impact, but I'm on board with all you guys saying. If you're gonna do this, do it with the women's division.
Cool. So
Shut up, okay guy.
I gotta agree. I do think it is a win for Impact. Like we stated earlier, like Cliff has said, Kenny Omega, regardless of how we all feel about him, because I agree, I don't think he's all that. If anything, he's average, jazz hands and all, and he's average. So Impact's numbers did increase. We talked about that when when he went to Impact. Their numbers on Twitch skyrocketed. And so he's a draw in a sense. People care to see what Kenny does, regardless of how we feel. Now, as far as AEW is concerned, if AEW wants to get a win out of this crossover, they have to do something with the women. Tasha Steelz, Kiera Hogan, Jordan Grace, they need to go over to AEW, and they need to wrestle them. They need to start something over there. That is the only way this helps Impact. Because if we want to be honest, what Impact is lacking is a solid women's division. That's what they're lacking.
I disagree.
I mean, we can agree. I mean, we can agree to disagree. They're missing a lot.
I think the Impact has a better women's division than AEW does.
Yeah, Luke, Chaz misspoke. Chaz misspoke. That's what it was. I knew as soon as he said it, I was like, yeah, Chaz was.
I think I understand what Chaz is saying, and I know it's a little overplayed by VKM. That's what we're going to call him now, the old man. But why hasn't Impact or AEW taken advantage of the whole invasion angle. Like you literally have to. I like that you printed it out. I like that I live rent free in your mind, Lou. That you took time and used your own paper, which I know is not cheap for you. It's not cheap for you out there in the Midwest.
Okay. I probably make more money than you, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not talking money right now.
Wow.
This is-
wow.
Anyway,
He
why have
printed
they
it.
not taken advantage of an invasion angle? And Lou still sucks penis.
Oh,
It's
wow.
funny you bring that up because I actually
Jeremy's going, okay,
I was
trader.
thinking the same thing. Why haven't they, taken up an invasion storyline? Like, why not? I mean, is it overdone, overplayed? Probably so, yes. But why not? Why not? So I probably said I misspoke, but yeah, the Impact women needs to go to AEW and fuck them up. That's what they need to do because the AEW women's division, they need it. They need all the help they can get. It sucks. The only good thing on that show, as far as the women's concerned, is Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. And even that can't sustain all year long. You just can't.
I just want them to wrestle. I want them to wrestle each other.
Well, I mean, they're wrestling. I mean, they announced that they're going to wrestle.
No, I get that. But like AEW Dark has some really good women's matches.
Mhm.
And then on Dynamite, it's lackluster. It's almost like every match you're going to get on there is a squash. I don't enjoy it. That's just me, though.
But yeah, I mean, that's my take. If they want it to be a win-win, the women's got to do something. They need to get their women involved. Okay? It's cool to have Kenny up there be the first, the first initial piece of this whole crossover type deal thing. That's cool. He's the world champion. I get it. But the real meat and potatoes of this, that's going to really make this to be like, oh, what we're going to talk about for years to come is the women. We're not going to talk about Kenny going over 10 years from now because we're not. But what we can do, we can talk about the women. So that's my take. Damien, let it rip.
Yo, he came out the shadows for this, by the way.
Yeah. Oh shit! I'm getting out of here.
It's cute that all of you think that AEW is not benefiting from this. This is a completely loss for Impact. I liked Impact. I did. I really did. I mean, granted, if a crossover was going to happen, the women should be highlighted, not any of the guys. Just because of how they're being used. Whatever. Oh, fuck me. I'm actually so angry that I even know what's going on for the simple fact that, I can't stand Planned Parenthood, like with a vengeance. Like it raises my blood pressure. Knowing any fucking information about what they're, oh God, fuck. It's horrible. The whole situation is horrible. They need to split ways and go their separate ways and let Impact do what they're doing and let Planned Parenthood do what they're doing because they're ruining it. They're ruining wrestling. They're just fucking ruining it. Oh,
Be honest,
see now
Vince
my
McMahon
blood
has been
pressure,
ruining
my
wrestling for
blood
years.
pressure is rising. I'm too old to be getting this angry.
That's funny.
I
I got a question.
Dude, smoke some weed and relax.
I just was. That's the fucked up part about it. I just took 2 capfuls of this shit an hour ago, and it's still not calming me down. I just took a big drink of this. Oh, and you know what? I probably should go to church.
You'll burn.
I need something Buddha, Allah, somebody, because like,
Are you turning into the Light Lord?
dude, I need something because this is some bullshit. This is some straight up. I had to turn the light on. Oh,
I want to know why it's bullshit. Actually, I want your opinion on this. I want to know why.
okay. So I've been trying to force myself to pay attention to Planned Parenthood in a small bit because of what we're doing, right? As much as I despise it, to the point that it ruins meals for me if I'm eating and watching it or paying attention to it. I'll give you an instance, right? Oh God, I'm getting nauseous. Shit. Fuck.
Dude, you won't puke. You won't puke.
Yo.
The Inner Circle. The fucking Inner Circle. And I know we're going to talk about Chris Jericho in a little bit. So I'm only going to touch briefly on this.
That tag.
And
team
Idol
slut.
has been a witness to my rant on this. It's fucking stupid.
Why?
I'll elaborate more later.
Okay.
All right. But oh my God.
Get off your phone, Jeremy.
I call them Planned Parenthood for a reason.
Why?
And it's because I would rather watch a live abortion
Oh, fuck, get the fuck
than
out of
to
here.
watch their show. So if you have your kids awake and they heard that, you're a fucked up parent, just to let y'all know. But I'm telling the truth. I'd rather watch an abortion right there in person than to sit through 2 hours of Dynamite. I said my piece.
Oh my God.
Holy fuck, dude.
Know how to move on.
You just keep it moving?
Okay.
Hard
Um,
transition.
You should have heard the off-air version of that, like I did.
Yeah. Now I said, wait till later. I'm not done.
Okay, then. So, with that, we're going to take a brief pause on our debates. And the Rumble is January, guys. The Royal Rumble is coming up. Yeah, the Royal Rumble, you know, one of my favorite pay-per-views of the year, the Royal Rumble. So
It's one of mine too, actually.
I'm glad you have something positive to say about something after that one.
Oh yeah, I do.
Whoa, wasn't expecting that. You told me on the phone that you were gonna go off.
Oh my God.
And I
said, I'm not done yet.
Yeah, and I can only imagine what you're gonna say about Jericho. But yeah, so Royal Rumble's coming up, and you know, we always do our if I had the pencil. Last year's season 1 winner, Cliff, won.
Congratulations, Cliff, by the way.
F1, I am the champion.
I'm not a hater, by the way.
My math is correct. I double checked it and I triple checked it. So Cliff won. So anyway, Royal Rumble's coming up. This is, you know, not affiliated with If I Had the Pencil. So we have our early picks. We're gonna do the women and we're gonna do the men. We'll do the women first, but your early Royal Rumble winner picks. So I'm gonna go first, and I'm going to state my woman Royal Rumble winner. I said it last year, but I really do believe it's gonna happen this year. My pick for the 2021 Women's Royal Rumble match, Ronda freaking Rousey.
That's trash.
Ronda Rousey. That's my
trash.
early pick.
That
I
is
don't
trash.
Say,
Shit, he's saying
That's
trash.
who I'm
Good
picking.
pick.
Ronda Rousey. Love me some Ronda Rousey.
That is
Interesting.
trash.
Go ahead, Cliff.
Yeah, I think the person that's gonna win it for me is Rhea Ripley.
Good pick.
Okay.
Idol.
Right now, I would say I got two, either Rhea Ripley or Bianca.
Good pick.
Damien.
I actually have two as well. Actually, I'm gonna go with my solid pick because you never bet against the queen.
Oh
So
God.
Charlotte. But my off the wall pick, I'm gonna have to go with Bianca. Like, if I had to pick her, I'd be happy if she won. Like that. That's solid.
I'm waiting for Jeremy's comment.
Good pick. I'm sorry. I'm still sorry for the last segment.
I'll give you another moment. Okay. Anthony, who you got for the women?
I got two picks too. I got Rhea Ripley, or my off the wall one is Tessa Blanchard.
Oh,
Good pick. Those are good.
Chaz's face.
Those are good
That actually
picks.
that actually is interesting.
That's good.
Huh. Okay.
Hopefully she doesn't shit the bed.
Right?
Go ahead, Jeremy.
I had two as well. Who I want to win would be Bianca. Damien, I'm praying for you, man. First of all.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I want Bianca to win, but my off the wall pick's gonna be Becky Lynch.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So she can face Ronda Rousey, right?
Ronda Rousey is trash.
I don't care what you say.
Oh, wow.
I love Ronda Rousey. I have
Amanda Nunes.
That's fine. That's okay. You win some and you lose some.
Holly Holm.
You win some and you lose some.
Ronda's garbage.
Okay, you know what? Guess what I got for you, Jeremy?
Her wrestling is not as good as stand up.
Miles Millennium.
That's adorable. You lost to a guy that weighs 97 pounds.
All righty. So we're gonna moving on to our Royal Rumble picks. Go ahead and start this one off, Cliff.
Wait, our Royal Rumble picks for the men?
For the men.
Yeah, I think so.
Sheesh, man. I want to take. I have two. I want Keith Lee. If not Keith Lee, it's gonna piss everybody off when I say this. The Miz.
You didn't piss me off at all. Those are great picks.
I'm not even mad about either one of those, actually.
I'm not. If the Miz can be Money in the Bank and the Royal Rumble winner and lose both,
that'd be hot, right? I'd be down for that.
Somebody's getting my man to push.
Right? He can lose his Royal Rumble match and cash in right afterwards.
That is good. That's good booking right there.
Right? That's a beautiful thing right there.
Ain't bad.
Right?
I like that. I like that, Cliff. Chaz, you mind if I go?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I wish I could take the Miz. I wish I could, but I can't because I'm a realist and I believe that Vince has given up on the Miz, that he's basically just a mockery with the Money in the Bank, even though I love the Miz. So I'm going to go with the power couple is going to get the job done, and Seth Rollins is my go-to for it. But to piss everyone off, Brock Lesnar.
Oh shit!
That's I can see that. Brock coming in at third.
Lou, what did I do?
Right?
What did I do?
Right? That'd be hilarious.
Here comes the pain, baby. It's Brock Lesnar.
Coming at number 30.
Him versus Roman Reigns for the rights of Paulie. Like it writes itself. He's gonna screw Roman, go back to Brock. So,
go ahead, Daniel. What you got?
So all right. God, it's kind of hard. Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna go in an off the wall pick. I'd like to see Cesaro win. My off the wall pick, Seth Rollins.
Lou?
Those are good picks.
I was agreeing with Jeremy with the Brock Lesnar thing. I think he comes back. But I'm gonna give a bigger push. I'm gonna go Big E.
Okay.
I'd be 100% behind that.
Me too.
Idol.
I'm gonna go either Keith Lee or the Beast Incarnate.
Or Shelton Benjamin with his old music.
That will never happen. Shelton Benjamin will never.
It'll get super kicked out.
In an elimination chamber. That's as close as he's gonna get to that title.
Yeah.
So, all right,
Yeah,
I got two picks for this one. It's funny. I got D. Bryan as my off the wall pick.
Right. Okay.
D. Bryan is my off the wall pick, but my good favorite one, I got Keith Lee.
Okay. I'm not surprised about that.
I can't. Keith Lee's, yeah. I can't.
See, I was gonna say him too, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. Cesaro's been impressing me the past couple of weeks. You know what I mean? Like that match that he had with Daniel Bryan on SmackDown.
Oh yeah, that was fire.
It touched me right here.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't have a heart, and it got me right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it almost shed a black tear.
So, Chaz, are we doing an actual who's got the pencil for the Rumble though?
Yes, we are.
I think we should do one we've all say here had two picks, but a surprise entrant. Who do we think would be a surprise entrant?
Yeah, because it's there's usually always one at least.
We can do that.
And mine's John Cena.
No,
that's
a good one. That is a good one.
Not a bad one. Cliff, you got one?
As far as males go?
I mean, male or female.
My female's Lita. Is that too soon?
No,
Too
it's
soon?
not
No,
soon
it's
enough.
not. You're good. It's not soon enough, like you said. Yeah.
Let's see. Male surprise entrant. Booker T.
See, that's what I was thinking.
And then female wise, surprise entrant. No, because I feel like everybody I really wanted to get is already kind of there. Trish.
Yeah.
So I gotta agree with the Booker T as the male, but Lou got me thinking. Lou's got me thinking about on this women. If Tessa Blanchard shows up, man.
I know that's what I was thinking too. That's kind of
You've been too quiet.
Gonna shit all over that division. I can't wait.
I know, right?
He's Tessa has been too quiet these past couple of months after she, did her last indie booking and she dropped that title. She's been way too quiet.
Right.
So thank you, Anthony. But yeah, I'm going with surprise entrance for the women. I'm going with Tessa Blanchard. Because it's money. That's money. That's money. I'll do it again. One more time. Because it's money. Tessa Blanchard. Look, hey, you know what? I'm changing my pick. Okay, I got 2 picks for the women: Ronda Rousey and Tessa Blanchard.
All right, so I'm gonna go with surprise entrant that's not gonna win it. CM Punk.
Yo, CM Punk still beat it and not win it.
That's
Oh,
cute.
man.
That's
It
cute.
might get him in good graces with WWE, the WWE fans, if he shows up and doesn't win it, but still somehow over the next couple pay-per-views enters his name into the title picture.
You remember whenever AJ Styles debuted and then he got eliminated and how they booed the rest of the match? I would imagine something's gonna happen like that because even though the UFC fans know that Phil Brooks is trash, to WWE fans, it's still real to them, damn it. They believe CM Punk.
Right.
Wait, hold on.
I'm just
But here's
dropping
the-
pipe bombs here, man.
No. That would be amazing. I would love nothing more than to see CM Punk's music hit and him come out and just get tossed right back over the ropes. Where does music stop?
What do you see?
Before Cult of Personality even like the chorus hit, him just get tossed right back over.
That'll be fun.
Oh, shit.
I wouldn't, I'd be a little upset, but I think that I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah,
I'd be a little
you know I
upset,
wouldn't be. You know I wouldn't be
oh,
mad. You
this
know
is
I
why you
would.
left in the first place. But I
See,
would.
this is why I'm cool with Jeremy. See, I knew I liked this guy.
All right, Damien, what's your surprise?
Wait, Lou's still got a female, or is he going with Tessa?
Yeah.
A surprise?
Tessa?
Jeremy Showtime Grimes.
Yeah, better chance of James Ellsworth showing
That's
up.
the next James Ellsworth.
Oh,
Hey, don't get.
I don't touch.
There's been rumors
Never
that
mind.
James Ellsworth.
Never
has
mind.
actually
I'm not gonna touch on that, and we'll leave it at that.
But yeah, I mean, like that. Go ahead, Cliff. Yeah, there are rumors of James Ellsworth.
There are rumors that James Ellsworth will be back in WWE.
Yeah, there are rumors.
Oh, man. Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Time to find something else to watch on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Damien, your picks.
I guess the women would have to be Tessa and man. Man, you guys said some really good ones. Yeah, I don't have the slightest idea.
Okay.
I
It'll
think
be
that might
Ryback.
Too high.
Oh,
think-
that's
No, please, God, no.
you know that ain't
God,
happening.
No.
What does Vince
No.
say? No chance in hell.
Ooh.
Well, Angel.
I
Angel,
mean,
so Angel, you didn't miss much. So, picks, your early picks for the Royal Rumble, men and women. Go.
She didn't miss much. She missed what Damian Dunn said about AEW.
Oh,
So, we ain't missed much.
you know what? I'm kind of happy she didn't.
that's facts. That's facts. That's but yeah, early picks for the men's Royal Rumble. And
Mason.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Early picks. Royal Rumble.
It is now, mommy.
Mason is the early pick. For the,
He is
for the-
definitely the early pick. I got him.
Awesome. You know what? I'm gonna put my money on him.
You know what? Listen, I wrestle my nephew all the time. My man's got a mean right hand, so
Oh shit!
he already knows it's duffing season. So I definitely got him going. Going.
Bet.
He's
Bet.
actually gonna throw out Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay. That's a bold prediction.
Oh yeah, low blow, man. You saw how Undertaker did the Brock low blow for the win.
Yeah, that is true.
Hey, you know who else did that? Rey Mysterio did it right before Drew booted him out.
That is true.
Yeah.
Was it Ray? No, was it Ray or Ricochet?
No, it was Ricochet.
It was Ricochet.
Ricochet.
It was Ricochet, you uncultured swine.
Yeah, Ricochet did it. Yeah.
Ooh.
So while she's dealing with Mason, we'll come back to that So there. We're gonna move on to the next topic. So, this is gonna be fun. This is where it gets real fun. All right. So, reports that came out this past week that Chris Jericho had tested positive for COVID-19 back in September. And as we all know, Jericho was still showing up on Dynamite, still wrestling, still on commentary, maskless. Not to also, to also mention that Jericho also had a concert, a Fozzy concert, his rock band, and it was considered that was one of those super spreader events that a lot of people had contracted the virus from off that concert. So, our takes on this. Idol, I'll let you.
I got this. So
we'll see from there. We'll see how this goes.
You know what? I might go next after him.
All righty, go ahead. All right, so Damien will go next.
So, as we all know, Chris Jericho got the virus. You know where he got that virus? He got that virus in fucking Sturgis, like everyone else that was fucking at that concert. He brought that shit back to Florida and that cesspool ass state where everybody's got the damn virus, and they're just spreading the shit back and forth, all willy nilly. And then you know what? Jericho had the fucking nerve to say on his podcast that he feels as though the pandemic is blown out of proportion. He had the nerve to fucking say that on his show. His sickly COVID ass probably gave the shit to what the fuck Jackson brother was it? I don't know. Fucktard Buck that got it and was super sick. He probably got it from Jericho. He's probably breathing all on him at one of Jericho's house parties that he's fucking still having and shit. Like, didn't he just have he had a Halloween party? He had a fucking Halloween party at his house, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, which would have been after he got the virus. He's probably the reason for every outbreak. Fuck Chris Jericho. Fuck him. Fuck him. I hope he gets the virus again. I hope he gets it again. I hope it tears his insides up. Maybe it'll help him lose some of that fucking weight he's been carrying around all 2020. Fucking fat ass piece of shit ass bitch. Fuck him.
Wow.
No, fuck you, Chris Idol. Talk about Chris Jericho like that.
Is it fuck him because he's wrestling for the company you hate?
No. I was fine with Chris Jericho all 2019.
All right, Damien, that's on you.
Another thing, this motherfucker had the nerve to say he's not political, but he donated $40,000 to the president, but he's not political. I don't even care. See,
We're going to keep politics out of here.
No. See, I don't care who he donated it to. He could have donated it to Biden. It's the fact that he said he's not political. That seems like some political ass shit to me.
Go ahead, Damien.
So when all this came out, it explained what I saw, the little clip on Instagram on Dynamite between him and the Inner Circle, and why he agreed to do that bullshit. And probably why he agreed to do all the other bullshit that he's been doing for the past fucking year. It's because, and you know what? Knowing his luck, he's probably asymptomatic. So he's probably constantly having it and spreading it amongst everybody. And I can't say my theory because Chris Idol said that I'm not allowed to. So I will say this amongst you guys once we stop recording. But yeah, he's responsible for a lot of things. Let's just say that. He's a piece of shit. So why is he still wrestling?
That's what I want to know. Somebody get his old fat ass, sickly, COVID having ass up out of there.
Yeah, I'm sick and
seriously.
tired of both of you guys
No, seriously.
shitting.
No, what? No.
Can you
no.
mute
Jeremy,
Chris Idol,
Jeremy,
please?
why is he still wrestling? Please tell me. I
He
need
is
to know.
still wrestling because he's better than half of the WWE's roster. And he single-handedly, for the year, before Moxley showed up, saved AEW from going under and Tony Khan being out of a shit ton of money. That's why. He
Okay.
might have got COVID. I don't believe Canadians can get COVID, but whatever. That could be a myth. Whatever. Chris Idol's over here saying shit about Chris Jericho. That's blasphemous for another Chris name. You've been down here talking about abortions and everything. I'm praying for you. Now I'm praying that you find some taste and some good-ass wrestling because Chris Jericho is the answer. And I don't want to hear anything about it.
Yeah,
That man's
what,
going to
the answer
wrestle
to
till he's
COVID?
fucking 60 and still do it better than WWE bringing in Ric Flair to take the closed lights, fucking punt kicks that everybody's going, oh, but Ric Flair's in the ring. Look at him go. Or fucking Goldberg. Okay? At least Chris Jericho can go through a full fucking match. It might be a tag match, but nonetheless. So he got COVID.
Dying regardless.
He might be asymptomatic. He put on his little thing. I like Chris Jericho, so I follow him. He said, everyone's dying. I'm dying listening to y'all talk shit about Chris Jericho.
You know
I'm
what?
losing
I thought we were
moments of
cool,
my life
Jeremy.
over
I
this.
thought
Any
we
of
were
us can be
cool.
asymptomatic.
I really did.
That's the goddamn bad part about it.
Oh,
It's nice to know that Jeremy is
Exactly. So he said he didn't have none of the symptoms.
in that rig.
So, he said he had none of the symptoms. Once he got tested, he should have stayed at home. Simple as that. AEW could take a few weeks of losing some ratings because, I mean, they're already kicking NXT's ass so bad it doesn't even fucking matter anymore. Is it really a Wednesday night war or a Wednesday night ass whipping? That's what the real question is. So Chris Jericho could have stayed at home, came and done his little raw steak dinner later with the MJF, still made more views than NXT did with a stellar match card put together. What was that, the Great American Bash that week? Whatever it was. Trash. The Great American Trash. And Chris Jericho still out-wrestles half of the active roster on AEW and WWE. So, I mean, that's why he's still there. He's obviously still there because of his name. So,
yeah, that's about it.
Chris Jericho is my favorite wrestler.
I'm
And it
sorry,
has
but-
nothing to do with him being on AEW or anything like that.
My condolences.
If he was
sir.
still in the WWE, he'd still be having great matches.
Okay, I can I hold on real quick because you went on this long rant about Jericho and matches. We're not questioning any of.
I said he had COVID. He should have stayed home. That's all you care about.
No, that was his like final statement.
I don't want to hear
though.
shit, Chaz.
It
I don't
led
want to hear
up to
shit
it.
from you. Okay, you went on a. First of all, you fucked all of our entrances up. All of our intros were fucked up because you got winded after doing it twice. You're supposed to be the fucking host, and you couldn't do it. All right. So if I want to sit here and talk about how great Chris Jericho is, then I fucking will. Okay. Simple enough. He got COVID. My answer to that is Canadians can't get COVID. Case closed.
Oh my God! What are you talking? Really?
So I'm gonna go here because I'm with Jimmy here. I understand that he got COVID and yeah, he should have stayed home. But we got Justin over here calling Chris Jericho a piece of shit because of it. I've been on the show for 6 months. I've never heard you call Vince McMahon a piece of shit for the Ashley Mazzaro shit that happens. I don't want to hear anybody call anybody a piece of shit over this COVID shit.
You're muted, Justin.
You're muted. So, but it's my turn. So keep muted.
Fuck you. Vince didn't get COVID and spread it all over the roster.
Yeah, but he let
wanted Roman to wrestle with COVID. Vince wanted Roman to wrestle with COVID for WrestleMania.
COVID.
Roman didn't have COVID. He didn't have it. He bailed out because he
That's
didn't.
what the roster did, and he wanted him to show up after he is he's more prone to get it, right? He's more prone to get it because he just had recovery from leukemia.
It's my turn. I am with Jeremy here, but for calling a guy a piece of shit because he showed up with COVID, Vince McMahon is is the epitome of a piece of shit.
They're both some shit. That's all the end of the messages. They're both shit.
Should
He
have
shouldn't
Chris
have showed
Jericho
up with
stayed home?
COVID, and Vince has been
Absolutely.
shit before COVID.
Anthony, you're doing classic deflecting. We're talking about Jericho spreading a virus. And you're talking
He
about
should have. I'm saying it. I'm saying he should have stayed home. But he's not a piece. He's not a complete piece of shit for that.
Wait, whoa. So he's not a complete.
Oh,
so
no.
wait,
They
He's
both
a
are.
piece of
They
shit
both are for
doing
both
it.
of the
because
reasons.
The fact that he's about to spread a virus that has killed a bunch of people, Anthony. Are you saying
Exactly.
that his irresponsibility as a human being, that he's not a piece of shit because he had a virus that is killing a bunch of people?
Exactly.
You're saying that because he still didn't. What? You have got to be shitting me right now.
You are crazy.
He's not a piece of shit because he decided that, hey, I don't care. I got a virus that's killing half the population of the world right now.
Half.
Oh,
Half.
Okay, let's be a
Half.
little bit more realistic.
Fucking
It's a
half.
it's still millions of people.
Half.
but it's still okay. Maybe it's not half, but it's still millions of people that have died.
It's not even 2%.
Oh, okay, yeah. So okay,
It doesn't matter,
1%
though.
people are dying.
Like Anthony, you lost someone to the
Hey,
virus.
Chaz. Do you have a cough? Are you winded at all? Do you have any of these symptoms?
What does that? What does that have to do?
Doesn't
Do you go to
matter.
practices?
Regardless, I'm still wearing a mask, Anthony. I get COVID tested every other week.
Yes, it's okay. Because Anthony's the type of person that would go to one of Jericho's COVID parties. So it's okay.
Probably.
Like what?
That's okay. Yeah, definitely.
I get like I'm not.
You
That's
gotta
cute.
be fucking kidding
Yes,
me.
he
right
is.
now.
Jericho has always been in my top 3 favorite wrestlers. So that no, I'm not. He's a piece
You're
of
gonna
shit.
say that I'm gonna go to a COVID concert? You're gonna want to wear a mask here, but not a mask there, right?
What? What are you talking about?
Nothing.
What?
Wow.
That's how I feel about you.
I think you struck a nerve with him.
Oh, hold on.
Are you okay, Chaz?
I want to hear Angel's take on this.
Yes, please, Cliff, take control of the show.
Yeah, because
At least half of it, like half the world died.
Well,
Mommy, do me.
half the world didn't die. However, Chris Jericho is a piece of shit.
Do me,
Yes.
Mommy.
Vince is as well, just in general, non-COVID related. But we already established that early in the show. Bruh, jump if you want to jump. I'm not in your way. We already established that though earlier in the show, non-COVID related. But speaking specifically on Jericho with COVID, some shit, and that's all there is to it. He should not have wrestled. He should not have been anywhere directly related. He could have done anything necessary, like actually necessary via Zoom, etc., like everybody else in the world has had to. He could have took his 2 weeks, like we said, because it's blatantly the better show, at least in my opinion. So ratings wise as well, like there's no excuses. It shouldn't have been done. There's not a whole bunch of comments. There's no defense for it. Like anybody doing anything knowing they're sick or possibly sick or blatantly putting others at risk shouldn't be done. That's it.
So my question is this.
Mhm.
So he was asymptomatic is what you guys are saying. Okay.
Possibly.
Okay.
Okay.
So guess what? If you're asymptomatic with HIV, but you know you're diagnosed with HIV and going around raw dogging people, what's gonna happen? They're gonna get it, right? Just because you're not
I
dying
get that.
blatantly
I
that
get that.
second. So you
I'm
can be
just saying that my
asymptomatic
question-
with COVID and still spread it. So what
My
does
question is
asymptomatic have to
this.
Put a
do?
mask.
He tested
My-
positive. It doesn't matter if you're asymptomatic.
He
You can spread
tested
it.
positive, okay? I'm with you there. He tested
Right?
positive.
Be
When
careful.
did he not test positive? That's my
Oh,
question.
I gotta go. That was a bad fall. Hold on.
Oh. My question is, did he test positive one day and then test negative the next 4 days like they do in the NFL with players? Players can test positive one day because with that rapid test, and
Anthony,
4 days later, after 4 negatives, after 4 negatives, they're allowed back on the field.
And they all came back positive.
Did Chris get his 4 negatives?
I'm asking.
I mean,
I'm asking, did he? You're making a statement, but is the statement relevant?
No,
'Cause
I'm
you're
just asking.
hypothetical.
That was my question.
Did the
This is
test? Wait,
hypothetical.
Justin.
I'm answering your question, Angel. Jericho said he took several.
Did he say
tests
or did they see?
and came
Was it
back
blatant or
positive.
just him?
What? Yeah, no, I'm talking about Jericho. What Jericho said when he said he tested positive. Jericho said he
Hold on.
tested that confirmed that he was positive. He didn't just take one. He took several that came back positive because he wanted to be sure that they were positive. Because, like he said, he didn't have any symptoms, so he wanted to be sure. So he took several tests to confirm that he was positive.
Okay.
so what's your defense on that, Anthony?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
half the road,
please.
Chad. Shut the fuck up.
You would go see.
Yeah, there was
all
still
right,
nothing
all right.
saying he was
You-
negative.
you-
We're talking about the
you-
NFL players testing negative, and all he
legitimately
did was test
defend
positive.
the
Like
point.
what?
Like half. Okay, yeah, I said half the world. Exaggeration. Like we don't exaggerate half the shit we talk about on this show.
Hold on. Let me get this in. Because everybody else is getting to talk, everybody get to argue about this stuff. Let me get this in. All right. Am I gonna go on this whim and say that Chris Jericho is a piece of shit? No, I'm not. But I will say this. It was very irresponsible, especially because he's the locker room leader in the back. Like, you should be the first one to say, hey, like, yes, I tested positive. I should be taking time away, take 2 weeks away. Because we don't know, like, how far, like, the situation happened. And like you guys have said, he tested multiple times as a positive case. And he wanted to be sure. Fine, be sure. But as soon as you test positive on whether it's 2 or 3, you got to go, man. You just have to take the L, get off the TV for a couple weeks because you don't want to be the person that ends up spreading it and causing something bigger to happen, like the domino effect that may occur. So for me, I'm not going to go on a limb and just be like, yeah, he's some trash because of all this, that, and other. But it was a poor choice for someone who knows what the devastating effects were going to be based on the fact that we know that people who are asymptomatic can still pass the virus on. And we knew that from studies that had came out from May and June and July. So when someone gets it in September, I don't have an excuse for you. You have to just, like I said, take the next 10, 14 days, take it off, go away, rest, and then come back to the show. But you are the locker room leader. Be responsible and take account for those actions.
It's still my turn, so I'm gonna finish. Irresponsible, yes, but I feel as though, as the ringleader, to go. Okay. You don't need a band-aid. You're not bleeding. I feel like to say, as the ringleader, that it's simply irresponsible is no. I'm not gonna say he's a shitty person, but he's some shit for blatantly putting everybody at risk. Like, this is a whole pandemic, regardless of how everybody else feels about it. Things on the news and the statements, etc. It's just no relevant factor. There's no way to. It's a dog. There's no way to
Fuck Brian Alvarez.
no way to defend him, and that's it. That's it.
Whatever accuse your mono.
Okay, so
What did Brian Alvarez do to you, Chad?
I don't know. I'm just
It's in the chat. He doesn't like what Brian Alvarez said because
so, and
it doesn't fit his
I'm-
narrative.
I mean, we can
Okay, no.
still be on this topic.
I'll mute it.
So, no, read what you said. Read what you said, Anthony. Go ahead and read it. Go ahead. You want to?
Can somebody else read it? Because I'm not very good at reading out loud.
Oh wow, you went to
I got you.
Come
I
on,
got you.
read
You
it.
went to
I want to
public.
read it.
Thank you, Cliff.
All right, here we go. Brian Alvarez pointed out that while Jericho was still on TV during this time, there was enough time between the tapings for Jericho, as he said on his podcast, to quarantine, self-isolate himself. The time frame would have been from September 11th through September 23rd, meaning that there would have been enough time for Jericho to isolate himself for the necessary 10 days.
That's from like the first test, and he took multiple tests, and most people are saying 14 days. And from his last positive test, whatever the date was, being as though the first was on the 10th, it wasn't 10 nor 14 days. So either way,
Weird,
I
because when I
disagree
tested positive
personally.
for COVID, my doctor told me 10 days.
Like I said, 10 or 14, he took the first test on the 10th, not the last, and he got multiple positives. So I just disagree
Exactly.
personally.
From the first symptom, 10 days.
The first, but if you test positive 5 days after you tested positive the first time, that
And
means you
let's
have to go
also
10
not
days from the
forget-
fifth day, not the first time.
I think actually the CDC states, which I believe I'm on the boat of now, that Chris Jericho should have stayed home. But the CDC states it's whenever you first start having symptoms, it's dated back to that date, not the day that you get the test done. Because I had a few coworkers test positive.
Okay, well
but
there you go.
he didn't
All right.
have no symptoms.
He was legally correct.
He didn't have no
then.
symptoms. So how do we know whenever he actually got it if he didn't have no symptoms? So
I don't know.
It's either or there. So I think we can all agree to disagree that Chris Jericho should have
is
took
not a
the
piece of shit.
No, he's not a piece of shit,
He
but
should
we
have
can
acted differently, but
agree
I agree.
that he's
probably
been
was
around.
legally backed.
I agree.
He's been around
All
long
right.
enough that he
That's
should
fair.
have known better than to try to test the waters during a national pandemic and just stay at home.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, legally backed, but too risky. I agree.
That's what I said. Chris Jericho needed to be like hung at the gallows. I just said he was a piece of shit. God, I don't want the guy to.
And I despise you for calling him a piece of shit.
Only one person that I
We can agree that Kenny Omega is a piece of shit. I'll agree with you there.
We'll all agree
that
there.
Kenny Omega is a piece of shit.
Let's all disagree that Vince McMahon is a piece of shit and call it good.
I
We already knew that.
We already did that, Anthony.
What's next, Chaz? What's next?
All right, Chaz, take your show.
This is Anthony. This is Anthony's career so far on the 3 Count Podcast.
Yeah, I'm about to mute you too, man.
Listen. This thing is gold now. Moving on. So our last topic for today's show. Hulk Hogan, brother. Fuck him. So Hulk Hogan went on an interview.
Here we go again.
Are you serious? We're doing this. We're doing this with he who shall not be named on the podcast. You just named him twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why couldn't he get COVID?
That's what I'm.
Because he's the Hulkster, brother.
So
Why is this such an agreed upon statement? Like that's so horrible to say.
He says his prayers and
Horrible
eats his
people
vitamins.
deserve horrible things.
Exactly. Horrible people deserve horrible things. So, Hulk Hogan came out. I think it was last week or the week before last. Interview. He was talking about WWE. And, he came back for Legends Night on Raw, which is the main reason why I didn't watch Raw. But he was talking about how a lot of the superstars in the locker room give him the cold shoulder, and he doesn't understand why he, feels as if they're like, oh, they think I'm coming to take their spot, which he's like, I'm not. But he doesn't feel, he doesn't understand why he's getting so much heat from the boys in the back. So the topic that we're, the real debate topic is, should Hulk Hogan feel the heat from the other talents? Ooh, and
I'll go first.
You shook your head and you just literally, my blood is
But
shot.
my hand
Oh,
was
he
up.
wants to go
You're right.
first.
Go, Jeremy, go ahead. I'm gonna let Anthony go after you. I'm going after Anthony, regardless of how this.
I'm going after Chaz.
Perfect. So I think I can sum it up perfectly. Why Hulk, whatever his last name is, because I don't remember it anymore. Because I don't pay attention to racists. That's why he's getting the cold shoulder. That's why he's a piece of shit. That's why he deserves COVID. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, he deserves all of it. I have a Drew McIntyre shirt. Oh, I had a Drew McIntyre shirt. They did that segment with him, and I burnt it. I'm like that bitter fan that had their favorite player leave town. That's Drew McIntyre. I don't care if Drew McIntyre loses to Goldberg now. I don't care if it's good for what's good for business. He went on there and did something with a racist and said, what are you going to do, brother? Whatever, racism runs wild on you. No, it was garbage. And I turned it off, and I decided to turn it back on for the main event to see sorry-ass Hulk, whatever his last name is, give a pity clap for Keith Lee. Man, don't you start clapping. We know you don't like Keith Lee, and we know why you don't like Keith Lee. Don't act like you do. So, no, I don't feel no pity. He should be hated by everyone for the fact that VKM decides he wants to keep bringing him in because, oh, it's good shit and people are going to watch. No, he's racist. He doesn't belong on TV. He doesn't belong on any national broadcast. He doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame. And to be honest, I never thought he was a good wrestler in the first place.
Go ahead, Anthony.
No, I'm just doing that to twist your shit. I'm with you guys. Racist motherfucker. I used to be a pump up song and I just hate it. But no, I absolutely am with you guys. He does not deserve to have the respect that he thinks he has in the back. He definitely doesn't. I'm with Jeremy. Does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Should not be on TV. WWE should just cut fucking ties. All that. Sorry, Chaz. I had to.
I had to pick up a stress ball.
And I'm doing my job.
You are the heater, but like, bro, so I'm trying. I want to do this calmly as possible because when I put
No, that's not what we do here. Okay, this whole show has been nothing calm about it. I want you to let all your aggression out. All of your ruthless aggression out. I want Chris Idol to let all his aggression out. I want Damian to go on a worse tirade than what he did about Kenny Omega and the whatever abortionist. I want Angel to go off, and I want Cliff to be moderate because that's all he ever does, but a little bit more than moderate.
Oh man. Okay, so Hulk Hogan, and you probably don't listen to the show, and I hope someone that does sends this to you. You know why these they hate you. You know why you're getting the cold shoulder. You know why that there is heat against your name. You did this to yourself. I am specifically talking to Terry Boella, Hulk Hogan. You did this to yourself. You know what you said. You know what you said. Because you thought that you thought you wouldn't get caught when you said that you didn't want your daughter dating them niggers. That's what you said. Yeah, I said it. You said it. And you thought that, after a couple of years, you apologizing, and just because WWE and Vince thinks like, okay, it's been enough time to bring you back in. No, that's not okay. If you look at WWE right now, look at them right now. Keith Lee, main eventing Monday Night Raw, a black man or a nigger. Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander, your Raw Tag Team Champions, niggas. Bobby Lashley, your United States Champion, nigga. Roman Reigns, whether or not you want to classify as nigga, he's black, nigga, Universal Champion. Sasha Banks, your SmackDown Women's Champion. A what? Nigga. So Hulk Hogan, why you get this heat? It's because you don't like niggas. And you said that. Like, you don't get a pad just because in the 80s you were, this star, and partly the reason why wrestling is what it is today because of it. No, you don't get that pass just because you're some fucking star, and just because you make, you got a couple of catchphrases and you're, sucking Vince's dick for the past 40-something years. No, fuck you, Hulk Hogan. You deserve everything that comes to you. You don't deserve to be on TV. You don't deserve anything. Like, you should not be in WWE. You should not be a wrestler. You honestly should be shunned and stoned. And for the racist white supremacists who think that black people should be lynched, you should be lynched, you piece of shit. Fuck you. Because you think that just because you're the star, that everything gets wiped away. No, fuck you, Hulk Hogan. Yes, you deserve to feel the heat. You deserve to have every fucking wrestler look at you sideways because you said what you said. There's no fucking passes for that shit. Fuck you, man. Like, man, fuck that. I get mad every time Hulk Hogan shows up. And I'm pissed off that they got a fucking movie about him. Fuck him. No movie needs to be made about no fucking racist. That's the problem with the fucking country now. We always want to be glorifying. And we don't, fuck no, man. Like, fuck out of here. That's just, no. I don't, racism, no. Fuck out of it. No. We don't deserve to glorify anybody that does not agree with equality for all races, point blank. And this is not me going on a Black Lives Matter. It's not me saying black people are better. I mean, I'm trying to, in my personal bias, I think we are, but hey.
You're a liar. Brown people are better. We have better beans.
Shut up, Anthony. I'm just saying, like, no, just Hulk Hogan, you deserve every lashing, every fucking bad thing about that's been said about you on the internet, on everybody's podcast or any show. You deserve it. And you should feel that way. You know it. And I hate that the fact that he went up there and said that he doesn't know why. Like, I think that's what blows my mind is that he really sat there and was like, oh, brother, I don't know why they all feel like I'm going to take their spot. No, you're not going to take no spot. We know you can't do a leg drop no more. As far if you take a bump on your back, you're going to be in a wheelchair. We know that. We know you're not going to take nobody's spot. Are you killing airtime for another wrestler? Yeah. But you ain't going to take nobody's spot. It's because of the fact that you sit there and you really thought that we just forgot. Like, that, oh, what was it? It was been 5 years now, almost 5 years maybe that oh, it's been 5 years. Let's forget about it. No, motherfucker, fuck you. Go rot in hell. I'm done.
Chaz, I love you.
I love you, Chaz. I love you, Chaz. Thank you.
Like, just fuck, man, just pissed me off. He just
Okay. Well, as he walks away,
It's my turn.
so here's my dilemma with everything.
Wow,
Right?
Angel said she was gonna
Cliff,
go next.
it's my
Cliff.
turn.
Well, first of all, our host walked off the show, so I have no idea what the order is because he's bolted out. So
No,
put
it's
it
just
in the
my turn
chat.
for this topic. There's not the order in whole.
yeah, well, first of all, you should be definitely all right. Anyway, Angel, go
I
ahead.
picked it. Jeez, man. Anyway, long story short, I agree with all that was said. Cliff, it's not going to be long before you can go. I don't have a whole rant. It's really hypocritical, and one of my biggest pet peeves of people is hypocrites. It's really hypocritical to say that he doesn't know. I agree. Like, you literally brought it upon yourself. There's just certain things that will never be okay. There's certain things it's like, it kind of depends who you're talking to. Like, it's actually great. It doesn't depend just based off their mindset, but it's actually great, and that's not one of the things. Like, it's just, yeah, he should own up, except it's on him. He's worse than Jericho is referring to being some shit if that's the case. But yeah, so there we go. Your turn, Cliff.
No, I was gonna go ahead and just pass the mic around. Let Idol go ahead and give us your opinion.
All right, cool. Chaz, I aspire to be as strong as you one day and take a stand like that. And today is not that day. First off, I'm gonna say this. Hulk Hogan said some racist ass bullshit, and fuck no, that was not cool. Everything that he's getting, he brought it upon himself. Now that I got that out the way, I'm a Hulkamaniac through and through. Y'all fucking see me wearing red and yellow right now.
Yeah, we know.
I'm gonna rep Hulkamania to the day I die. I wouldn't be here talking to any of you. I wouldn't know any of you if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan. Now I can't sit here and I can detach myself from the person because I don't know Terry Bollea. But as far as the Hulk Hogan character is why I know all of you. The Hulk Hogan character is why I have wrestling posters on my wall. It's why I wrestle. It's why I love wrestling. It's because of him. He is what made me a wrestling fan. So I personally can't distance myself from Hulk Hogan. But at the same time, I completely understand it. He brought it upon himself. And I respect everyone that does feel that way. And I'm not going to object to you. Because you're right. You didn't say anything that's wrong. So, yeah.
But you made the character
shit,
separation,
my
which
mic
nobody
is-
else stated. You didn't disagree. You just added an extra level, which is fine.
Yeah.
All right, Damien.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm the host, right?
Look it back.
All right, so now I understand how all you guys feel. I really do. But I'm gonna be a total piece of shit about this. See, the thing is, if he didn't get caught, none of y'all be saying any of this. Y'all wouldn't have known. Hi. No. Just saying, right or wrong.
You're
If
right.
he did not get
I
caught,
still don't
no,
think Hulk Hogan was a good wrestler.
I
So
didn't
I'll
say he was
stand
a
by
good
that.
wrestler.
He was an
I didn't say
iconic,
he was a good
impressionable,
wrestler, but
legendary,
he was an
regardless.
icon. And
That's
y'all wouldn't
fine,
be
man.
saying this. Y'all be like, oh, the Hulk is on Raw. Right or wrong.
That's true. I
All right.
understand, Jeremy.
So,
Upset too that
all right.
Hulk Hogan
Now,
before the-
I'm going to dig a little deeper. And this is going to sound horrible because I'm a father and I have a little girl too. Right? So, with that being said, I kind of get what he was saying. I mean, she was just dating a producer's son. And you know what? I wouldn't want my daughter to be dating the producer's son. I would want her to be dating like the basketball player or the football player. Like, I wouldn't want her to be getting with some broke ass nigga. I ain't gonna lie. So, as a father, I kind of get it.
He didn't make
Just
that
saying.
specification though.
I know he didn't, but I'm just saying, as a father, from a perspective of being angry about the situation that was going on, I get it. Tempers fly, shit comes out. But at the end of the day, if this shit wasn't recorded, y'all wouldn't have heard shit about it. Right or wrong.
Right.
That's right. but
Okay,
we
so
did.
people
All right.
speak from
So,
anger, right?
Now,
But-
granted, guess what? It was Hawk's fault for slipping and getting caught. So therefore, he deserves what he gets. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm trying to tell you, as a father, as for a daughter, I get it. And y'all know me.
Yes.
All right, then.
As for a blatantly blunt mother, I mean, I have a son, not a daughter, but a blatantly blunt mother, I say how I feel regardless. And I choose my words specifically. And in position of where you are, whether you expect to get caught or not.
Oh, no,
it's a way to approach things. It's just
No,
a way
but
to
I'm just
approach
saying.
things.
I'm not saying that he
could have let
wasn't
off
wrong,
his
though.
feelings the exact way and said like almost the exact same thing with a little more specification. It would have been like 80 levels less of bad. That's all I'm saying.
You're right. No, you're right. I'm not
Like I
saying that
agree
he
with
wasn't
everything
wrong,
you
though.
said. I'm not saying he was right either or wrong. I agree exactly with what you said, but regardless of where you're speaking from, who you expect to hear, etc., what you said is what you said. Whether we knew about it or not, or whether we would end up feeling this way or not, it's just speaking on here it is, here are the facts.
No, and you're right. But at the end of the day, like I said, yeah, nigga was wrong and got caught. But I fucks with me some Hulk Hogan. Like, I mean, I'm old as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I was
Yeah,
there
we
with
know.
the start of Hulkamania, for God's sakes. So,
yeah, I also didn't have
like,
that extra impressionable factor of him, so it doesn't hit the
like
same.
what Idol can do, I can separate
He's never
the
a
man
favorite
from,
of mine.
I can separate the man from, the character.
Exactly,
that's
me
not,
too. But
that's
the
not a
character
hard
was
thing
just
for
less
me. Like,
impressionable.
you know what I mean? Like, as far as like, I'll put it like this. Like, I might not like the character of Rob Van Dam, right? For instance.
Yeah.
But I hear he's not really that bad of a person. But I don't know the person. I just don't like the wrestler.
Right,
You know what I mean? So, I mean, the shit that's going on with Planned Parenthood, I might just become an RVD fan again.
You should.
Saying.
A lot better than what we
Might be buying me a t-shirt soon. Just letting y'all know.
If I ever see you with an RVD shirt on, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah, I might.
Goddamn colonizers.
Cliff, is that you, right?
Better go buy a box of Depends, Chaz. It'll happen a lot sooner than you think.
Right?
All right, Cliff.
Yeah, Cliff, come on, Cliff.
I was like, I'm gonna let everybody rant off, and I'm just gonna sit back at the end and just wait. So, here's my dilemma, right? I don't care about what Terry has to say. I really don't. It's not at all. Not even a little. Okay. The Hulk Hogan character, let's be real, man. Like, we all vibed with Hulk Hogan all the way up until recently because of what he said, right? But at the end of the day, like you said what you said, the words that you used were the words that you used. Regardless if you were in character, out of character, whether you were on video or off video, you use those words. And if you're so free to use those words when you got caught on camera, just imagine what you were saying off camera, like
Right.
before you got recorded.
No,
My problem,
you're right.
my problem though, is that ultimately Terry's personal side, right, is what really gets at me. It's what bugs me. It's like if that's where your heart sits, that's where your heart sits. And if you thought that maybe it was okay because Booker T called you at one time on a promo in WCW, you're not right. And it wasn't cool that you say then. It's not cool if you say now, and it's not. Was it cool to say ever? But at the end of the day, like I still like Hulk Hogan, but I'm kind of like where Mustafa Ali was with his promo on Raw Talk, where he's like, why are we bringing in these guys and pumping in the crowd noise to get these guys hyped up when they could barely walk? He's like, they cleared the path, but when do I get to walk the path that you made so I can take to the next level? Instead, we go back to getting these older dudes back in. And I can understand where these younger kids are. They're like, well, wait a minute. Why are they bringing him in when I should be the star or I want to be a star? You keep bringing in these old legends because you say they paved the path, but I don't get to walk that path. And I feel like that's where I'm at with it, right? Is that what Hulk Hogan did in the past, and regardless if you don't feel like he can work, I watched the stuff that he was doing in New Japan. I felt like Hulk Hogan was doing well. Terry, on the other hand, Terry's just he's a man who had an opinion, who obviously is a bad opinion at that. It's just, to me, I think when you look at Hulk Hogan, like you're like, man, like this was a guy who just elevated the business, kept rising it up. I just don't want to see him anymore because I'm like, I don't care about your opinions anymore as far as the game goes, because all these other generations are trying to make that path, and we have to keep coming back to you to get approval. I was like, come on, man, who are you? Like, you had your run in the 80s, you were fading off, you came back in the 90s because you turned heel and everybody was loving it. Like, now at this point in time, like we shouldn't have to get the rub from Hulk Hogan. And that's where I'm kind of at with that whole situation. Now with Terry, as far as him, Terry's racist. Let's be real. Like if Terry's saying that stuff behind the closet, you can only or in being caught, you can only imagine what Terry's saying behind the doors. Like he's probably still saying some stuff now. Like we just, it is at this point. Like, and I can't agree with it. I had that similar sentiment about other people that are in the business, not in the business and just this business, the sports entertainment business, but in the sporting world. I have the same opinion about. At the end of the day, man, like,
yeah, fuck Josh Allen.
Yeah, we can talk about that later.
Just had to put that out there. I'm a Ravens fan. Fuck Josh Allen and the Bills.
So anyway, but there's other people out there where you're just kind of like, it is what it is. But Terry, like, you shouldn't be welcome back. I'm sorry, man. Like you tainted the image of Hulk Hogan because of the words that you chose, and that's where I'm at.
Cliff was the perfect sum up.
That's why always on the topics where I get pissed off and everyone gets pissed off, we always put him last. That's exactly why we do this. Oh man. Yeah, all right, cool. My first rant of season 2. There it is. On the first show.
Also random. I picked Keith Lee and Bianca Belair. There we go.
Oh, good pick. Good pick.
I forgot. Surprise. You got any surprise picks? Like shockers. That's one they might show up.
CM Punk.
John Cena.
John Cena.
Hulk Hogan's going to make his appearance.
I swear to God, I will cancel my network.
Are you going to tweet about it too?
You know I will. Hashtag cancel WWE network. I'm about to be
Hulk Hogan's coming back and he's going to win the Royal Rumble. Headlining WrestleMania. I can see it, Chaz.
Whew.
God.
Chaz is going to be real upset when that Tony
Chaz is going to retire for the rest of his life.
Listen, you won't see. Listen, I'm going back. I'm going back to Hollywood. I'm going back to acting.
Are you going to lose at WrestleMania and show up at AEW that Wednesday?
Oh, no. That's where we draw the line.
Yep. Win the AEW title. Lose that 6 months later and show up
Justin
on
got
that.
me on board. I'm getting my orange bandana or yellow bandana now.
All right, we're moving on. Okay, so all right, time for our, the greatest segment on the 3 Count podcast. It's time for the Red Dogs Power Rankings.
No, fuck no. Fuck no. That's
Hey, Tone.
You
Nothing.
want to see me go on a rant? Chaz, if you ever do that again, if you ever play that fucking tone again, I swear to God, not only will I come to this camera and haunt the rest of your days, I promise you, man, you're going to hurt for real. The hurt business will have nothing compared to what I do to you if I fucking ever hear that again in this fucking time.
Cliff.
Just going to put that out there right now.
gonna
Chaz,
do?
we've
I
been
love
friends
Bad.
for a
Cliff.
good time. We've been
Cliff.
friends for a good time. Don't ruin it this one time with that shit.
Cliff,
The
I'm
most
gonna
aggressive
need,
I've ever
You
seen
won't
Cliff
play it again.
outside the ring.
Chad, you
I
won't
need more
play it again.
emotion in your promo. I need more emotion. It didn't seem real to me.
I
Chad.
promise you right now, man.
I bet you won't, Chaz. I bet you won't.
You think Bad Bobby? You
Do it
gonna
again,
cash that
Chaz.
size? What you gonna do?
That'll be the Red Dog jingle.
Hey Chaz,
Anyway,
as a
let's
black
get into
man,
this.
don't do it.
Don't do it, Chaz. Don't do it.
You know those horror movies, right? It's
Yo,
always the white
nice.
people that are crazy and axe murderers. Don't do it.
all right, so let's get into this, right? So last season we were only talking about the winners of certain matches, and I kind of felt like we were losing some of the, other person that was the dance partner, right? So we were losing out on like who was in the matchup, right? So this year I decided that the power rankings need to be focused with the matches as well. So let's get it started with our first power rankings of 2021. We're gonna start this off. We have 2 honorable mentions. I felt like these matches were really good and they really needed to be discussed. So let's go with our first honorable mention: Serena Deeb versus Tay Conti on AEW. I love that match. I thought it was really great. Let's go with our second honorable mention match. This is gonna be one that it's gonna probably throw a couple people in here for a loop. LA Park and El Hijo de la Park versus Von Erichs from MLW. Let's go. So as you see, we've tried to broaden out as much as possible for wrestling as we can. So there's a lot. By the way, just to give you a heads up, no Raw match will make this top 10. For this week.
How do I legally
Start
watch
off the jump.
MLW?
So let's get into number 10, right?
YouTube, Anthony, YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
We could have talked about that after this. You see how they interrupt, man? All right, anyway, let's go. Number 10, Candice LeRae versus Shotzi Blackheart in NXT. This was, whatever you guys want to say. This was a great match. I love the way that this opened up. So we can just move your guys' opinions to the side. Anyway, number 9, we do have to talk about this match. On the card, I could have put this higher, but I felt like it was right on the right spot. Tasha Steele and Kara Hogan versus Havoc and Neva at Impact. And let's be real, this was a great tag team match. I don't even have to say knockouts. It was a great tag team match. I liked it. Moving into number 8, Rich Swann versus Carl Anderson, for Impact again. We're going to go up into number 7, FTR versus Jungle Express. FTR did a great job. I loved it. I just loved their matchup.
What?
I don't want to acknowledge. All right. Number 6. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this tag match. It's going to be MSK versus Jake Atlas and Swerve Scott. As we established, we still don't know what MSK stands for.
No, I have no clue.
But yeah, for NXT. I'm sorry, I just lost my spot. Number 5, we have Manic versus Rohit Raju versus Chris Bay at Impact. So this would have been at Hard to Kill. So that was our number 5 match. Number 4, I already know where this is going. Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers versus Danny Limelight and the Varsity Blondes on AEW.
Oh my god!
Are you fucking kidding me?
I already knew. Like I knew as soon as I was gonna say this, I already knew where this was going.
Seriously?
Oh my god!
Good match.
Just wait.
Yeah, Marco's still on the list and fucking. Oh my god.
Oh,
Right,
fucking
so-
excuse me.
We're gonna go into number 3. We have Pac with Eddie Kingston at AEW.
Okay.
Number
Alright.
2, I'm gonna be honest with this one, man. This was like my favorite tag match of the week. Undisputed Era versus Breezango at NXT. I was definitely in with it. So let's go to our number 1 match, and I cannot wait to see these guys. Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers versus Rich Swann, Moose, and Christian.
Oh my god! Are you fucking
All right, I'll
kidding?
see you guys
All
later. I'm logging off. It's been real and it's been fun, but fuck Kenny Omega.
see how we're stuck here. I want my
How you make a
I
list
don't
that
know,
many
man.
times?
I didn't want to renegotiate my contract.
I like those power rankings minus the 10th one. I think Serena Deeb
Of course
Nick
you
Conti
do,
put on
Lou.
a better match.
Lou, of course you did.
So
Go watch
All
an
right.
abortion.
let's be honest, man. All right. That's my power rankings. If you guys want to put your rankings out there,
Absolutely.
Let's be honest, Cliff.
Not doing the work.
Cliff. I have a serious question.
I might have.
Are you on drugs? Like, are you on any drugs that might alter your mind?
We can get you help. I promise.
So you mean to tell me? That just because Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers, right?
I have no. Okay, I'm not even talking about that one. I'm not talking about that match. You were talking about Jungle Boy by himself versus FTR being in your power rankings.
Did you not?
Yeah, that was a good match.
Did you not think that?
Yeah, it was real fun to watch Scott Dawson and Cash Wheeler or Dax Hardwood, whatever the hell they go. But the FTR beat up on a 4'11" legal midget, small person, whatever you want to call it, who shouldn't be wrestling. He's making more than you two, Lou. Congratulations. Someone who's the size of Cliff Slaughter is making more money than both of us.
He's just not an okay wrestler like you.
Listen,
He's not a wrestler. He's a gimmick.
I liked the match. Now we can debate whether it sits in the top 10 or not. We really can, and I wouldn't, and I don't fault your opinion on based off of it.
There could be 9 matches on AEW last week, and it would be number 10.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mute Jeremy for a quick second so I could be like, hey, yo, here's my reason why I had this on the list, right? FTR told a good story about how they were going to isolate Marco from Jungle Boy because they knew that Jungle Boy was the threat, right? So what they did is they kept him on the corner and they just keep beating down on Marco. Marco did get some offensive stuff in. Was it stuff that I don't know. But to make the match better, that's what they needed. So when they pull Marco away and Jungle gets in, Jungle Boy was a hot fire up until the point where FTR regained control. So you can't sit back and be like, no, that match was trash, because how many other matches would you have put on the list? Think about other matches that you would have put on the list.
I'll take
I know I put Park and
Rise versus the Grizzly Young Vets over that.
They were
because that was an tag team match.
They were
that told a story.
Jeremy would put anything that's not with Kenny Omega on that match.
Listen, and here's the thing though. I did at going through the whole entire shows, and mind you, I put it in the chat that I watched from Dynamite to NXT to MLW and into Smack. Like I sat down and watched all day. It was there's a part where I did like the Grizzly Young Veterans match. It was good, and I had it on the set. It got bumped off, and then as the Jungle Boy and as we moved on, like as all the matches kept compiling up, yes, more matches got bumped off. Like I had God, who was the other? There was another tag match that I thought was really, really good on there too. And then they got bumped. But literally when I sit down and watch all the wrestling and start putting stuff together, yes, that's where I felt that match sat.
I mean, hey, that's it.
Let's wrap this up.
It's your power rankings.
I say we did ask the Red Dog's opinion. That's his opinion.
Yeah.
We totally did.
And as we always say, he is entitled to his wrong opinion. Yeah,
exactly.
It's an opinion. It might be the wrong opinion, but it's still your opinion nonetheless. So we'll let you have it.
You know.
Yeah. They're right.
Well, on that note, this has been fun, guys. Oh man, I missed every single one of you. I missed this. This is fun on Sundays to argue with you all about, wrestling. So, with that being said, it's time for us to sign off. So, with that being said, also make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, follow us on TikTok, subscribe to us on Twitch, like us on Facebook, all that shit. Do that. Buy a shirt. Oh yeah, you can follow us at 3count_pod on Twitter, and then everything else is 3countpod, all one word, cap, no space. Make sure you follow us, like, subscribe, all that, do that, share it to your friends, cool beans. Also, make sure you check out our Now Entering the Ring episodes coming out this week. I heard that a man named Larry Legend was going to be on the show, so check that one out. Also, I heard that there's probably a man by the name of Fuego del Sol who could possibly be on soon. So make sure you go check out those interviews. So with that being said, my name is Chaz Evans. I'm your boy, your nephew, your cousin, the Don, the host of the 3 Count Podcast, here with your man, Showtime Jeremy Grimes, here with the Red Dog of Red Dogs, Cliff Red Dog Miller, the Dark Lord himself, his Royal Swollenness, Chris Idol, Luda Franchise, and the ace of the 3 Count Podcast. Be there next week for the newest edition of the 3 Count Podcast. Be there or be somewhere else.
Goodbye and good night. Bang.
I just do
No, you did not.
I know you
Really?
did.
Hey guys, it's the host of the 3 Count, Chaz Evans here. Make sure to let you know that I don't run shit, I don't do shit, I just talk shit. And make sure you subscribe to our podcast. What else should you do? You should also follow us on all social medias. That's the Facebook at 3 Count Podcast, the Instagram at 3 Count Pod, and the Twitter at 3Count_pod. Also, if you like us a lot, you should definitely buy a t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/3countpod, and that's the number 3. Don't be an idiot and type in THREE, because you're not going to find anything. So make sure you follow us at 3 Count Pod or 3Count_pod on Twitter and buy a shirt. Be there or be somewhere else.